We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today.
It's not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals in 072.
Valley-wide cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Ideal, Idaho College Savings Program, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. All right, everyone, welcome in. My name's Clay Hatfield. I'm joined by Ryan Luke. Tonight we come to you live from Meridian High School, where the Madison Bobcats will take on the Middleton Vikings.
Middleton, not Meridian. We're in Middleton.
Did I say Meridian?
You said Meridian.
Oh, geez. Good start. Well, we're here for a 1-0 Middleton team, opened up against Nampa and came out with a 42-19 victory. Up against a Madison team that received 3 votes in the last media poll, but come in 1-1, lost a heartbreaker last week to Hillcrest, 23-22. And it's going to be 2 very different offenses we see tonight. Madison is run heavy. Middleton is a more balanced attack, and we'll talk more about that as we get going here. But Ryan, it's nice to see you. First game together this year, and I messed it up right off the bat.
No, you said it was great. Here's the problem, is we have all of these M school head. And I'm excited about this. This is East versus West. Our cameraman, who happens to be my son as we were coming in, I said, hey, bud, this is a legit East versus West, Eastern Idaho versus Western Idaho. And schools, very similar profile if you look at Rexburg and then you look at Middleton in terms of size and growth, etc. And I was on the field getting the names beforehand. I'm telling you, there are some big boys out there. And like you said, this Madison Bobcats football team, very run heavy, and you'll see them lean a lot on their offensive line and really trying to move the ball, control the game as it moves on. And Middleton, just a bunch of athletes trying to sling the ball around, get out, move the ball very effectively. They have some good athletes that will try to get you through the air. But I'd say defensively is where we're going to see a difference. And you have Drew Holman, the heart and soul of that defense, the senior coming off a state championship in baseball where he's the catcher and he's the quarterback on the defensive side of the ball, and you're going to see him really step up as he plugs those holes in the run game. And Madison going to lean very heavily on their offensive line. Jacob, keep your eyes open for these boys as they go and they play tonight in this great matchup, East versus West.
Well, we'd like to thank our power boosters for Madison: Flam Funeral Home, Grand Peaks Medical, Pharmacy, Dental, and Behavioral Health, ProPete, The Roof Resource, Taylor Chevrolet, Teton Toyota, and Teton Volkswagen. And for Middleton, Overhead Door Company, Big Insurance, Meridian, that up, no problem at all. And we are ready for the kick. Madison won, deferred to the second half. So it will be, I almost said Meridian again, returning the kick.
Yeah, Lewis, big contributor last year for this Middleton team. And remember, Middleton still technically 5A size, but opted for that 6A because they believe so much in their.
That's into the end zone off the toe of Brayson Stoddard. And Middleton will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll be led by quarterback Briar Boffman. And watch him and Jake Perez, the running back there. They like to run the ball a lot, but when they're not running, they'll throw it out to Braden Stike and Chauncey Carvajal. And again, a balanced attack for Middleton in their first game against from Boffman. He pitches to number 7, Cruz Thompson. Thompson switches direction, looking for somewhere to.
Madison strung it defensively. If you're running sideline to sideline, your goal is to string it out as far as you can. And Madison showing good lateral mobility, shutting off that edge. And Foz, well, he looks the part, doesn't he? Number 12 back there. And he looks the part like a quarterback. He stepped up to try and make a block.
6'3", 205 is Boffman. Man in motion to the bottom of the screen. Hand off to Perez. Perez almost breaks it, gets up to the 27-yard.
If you watch, there are a lot of runners out there. You have some power backs, you have speed backs, scat backs, jump stop backs, but Perez, is a glider, and it means he gets to the hole. And
So 3rd and 2.5 here, and we have a whistle. And number 7, Cruz Thompson's being sent.
They had 2 men off the line of scrimmage, and the tackle wasn't covered, so probably a good.
Just a quick handoff up the gut. That's going to be right at the line of gain by Jake Perez. And their
referee was coming in, and he had it right on the line, but they gave it to him by about a ball's length. You see the new measuring system in the NFL, right? It's the virtual. It's terrible.
Now, Bobman again in shotgun. We'll see him there all night, trying to get Madison to jump. They hold their water. Little defensive adjustment here. Maybe some big number 67.
Yeah, it was Collins Hershey, and he just jumped out there. They switched the play. It was an audible at the line of scrimmage. Boffman sent Perez in motion as they were running. It was a man defense, and so if they moved him out, hoping to pick up a block, and Hershey just got the big mitts, knocked that thing down.
Handoff up the gut to Perez. Perez is going to get to the line of scrimmage, and not much more than that.
Cash Summers got in there real. This is year 3 or 4 that I'm doing Middleton football, and they went from a very run heavy. They had 3 backs over 220 in the backfield at one time, and now just spreading it out. And this shows you good coaching, adapting to the personnel.
And they're spread out here. Trips down low.
Cash, you saw he read his eyes, and Cash drifted. The play was designed for the right. If just drifted right into that passing lane, and like a good middle linebacker should, read some eyes, drifted.
Yeah. Pluck that one out of the sky for Madison. It'll be Cash Summers back, unloads. Even if he caught that, he would have come down out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, trajectory from where we are, you could see that. Put the touch to turn the nose over, but wrong angle, had man-to-man coverage on the outside.
It was intended for Baden Wheeler there.
That's right. I was looking for a name. Hibbard had coverage and just ran him along the sidelines.
Lucas Franson checks out. Madison comes up to the line. Cordero with Summers in the backfield. 4 receiver set this time. Hand off to the shot. It looked like he was trying to pick it up on the bounce and take it to the house the other way.
Yeah, it's Hefner. Hefner was looking, man. He saw 6. He saw a scoop 6. At the high school level, you jump on the ball and secure it, because that could have been a game changer. And that all happened because they put the ball in the running back Summers' hand, and the ball, put the ball on the turf.
So 3rd and 20 now for the Bobcats. There's the snap out in the flat to Summers, and Summers is going to.
Yeah, conservative play call, 4th and 20, I think is what it was. 4th and 20, nobody really has a 4th and 20 play in their playbook. Yeah. So run something conservative, but big leg here. What's this going to be? This is going to be a
53-yard field goal from Brayson Stoddard.
Watched him in warm-ups. He's booting it.
There's the snap. It's down. The kick is up. It's going to be way short and way right. No.
They didn't get the laces out, and he didn't make good contact. Pressure up the middle, and had to kind of rush the kick. So after the interception, no harm, no foul.
Oh.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think it is either. They're setting Middleton up at their own 20-yard line.
They're saying it's a touchback, and the coaches aren't saying anything, but I don't think that's right.
I thought Isaac Lowe, he picks up 3 yards on the play.
Baughman throws it out to Isaac
Brings
Lowe.
up 2nd and a long 6, short 7. Your call.
6 or 7, who knows? Terrible.
If we had that automated yardage marker that the NFL has. So 2nd and long here. Baughman getting the play adjusted at the line. Turns and hands it off to Perez. Perez.
That thing back.
That's what they're calling. It's going to be holding against Middleton.
Yeah, I think that was big Dakota Alsop, and he trying to secure that edge, and you saw the defensive end. I think that. And when they get that head of steam, and it's all you can do to get out there because his job.
So back it up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Makes it 2nd and 17 now for Middleton.
That is one of my beefs of high school football rules. Well, number one, now I have a...
Boffman comes near side. Chaucer Carvajal with the catch. Doesn't pick up very much, gets to the 15.
You're not going to throw everything at Madison right now, and especially in a non-conference game, but outside of a run by Perez, not a lot going on, and Madison looking every bit of a to win the 5A state championship.
Maybe a face mask there. There's a flag left in the first quarter.
Oh, good.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, so incidental, as he reached out, you saw him, just a hand go out there. I think it'll be, they're going to give him a personal foul. Okay.
Face mask is called against the Bobcats.
15 yards, automatic first down.
Play, but these, both sides, good turnout for the whole. So here we go, Boffman, first and big Jacob Lee, playing. He's a two-way player for you. He's a guy that's had a few looks, too, at the next level.
So a loss of 2 yards on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 20.
And off the ball, he plays defensive tackle, but he was on the far side. He was playing in the 3 gap, we'll give him. He came over to
his left. Shift by Madison at the line. Boffman drops back, has man open. That's number manageable now for the Vikings.
Yeah, senior Lucas Franson, great open field tackle, because if Stike
nowhere was Perez. Dropped in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
Hershey shot. He just waited his time, wrapped up high, and ripped Perez. The par looks like they have the playbook almost as they're able to dissect this offense.
Mortensen on to kick. On the first man through and picks up the first down for the Vikings.
And just got it, but down.
And what does he do? He gets back in the huddle because he plays on the O-line.
That's gutsy, I'm telling you. It's fun to watch when there's a coach. One was a little too far in my own backfield to try it, but they did.
The flag comes in. 18, excuse me. Talon Kaminsky. See what this flag is all about. Holding.
Yeah.
Offense. Back him up 10 yards from the spot.
Middleton, all kinds of fits right now, and it's a 50-50 chance they're going to get the right block on him, and it's a very effective line by Middleton. I'm not taking it. Come on, give me another number out there. Number 56. That's Carter Apelu, and Apelu is they've just kind of wreaked a little bit of havoc.
Madison, and so far it has. Boffman
and knowing Middleton a bit in terms of this program, your offense to their defense. If you're not able to impose your will. As an offensive coordinator, you poke and prod, and you see maybe where some of those, we'll call it weaknesses, may be, and then you start selecting plays selectively.
Picks up everything, and then a yard more, first down for the Vikings.
That was a good play. When he's coming back, he's working back to the quarterback. He's able to pick it up. Showed some.
On 4th and 4 in their own territory. 4th and 1 is nothing.
Nothing. We got this. Hold my root beer. So for formation, that's 2 times now. They left the tackle uncovered. Yep, illegal formation.
There's a flag on the play.
So already the 4th penalty against Middleton here early in the ball game.
Yeah, kind of sloppy.
Repeat first down.
So the clock rolls. We're under 2 gun. And a whistle. Nope. Boffman drops back. As a receiver, nice catch, had to reach behind by number 2, Chaucer Carvajal.
So as this game rolled, initially they're breaking at the ball as the ball snapped and moving to the outside because everything that Middleton has thrown has been everything quick throws to the outs.
Too high, too low. Boffman making the adjustment in the shotgun formation, gets the snap. 3-step drop, looks over the middle, has a man open. That's number 7, Cruz Thompson. And Thompson down to the 28-yard line, first down, Middleton.
Did I feel like I'm Tony Romo'd that. I Tony Romo'd that. I said, watch the middle of the field. And just like that, Thompson comes over the middle, dropping it up over the top, and it was just a touch pass. They vacated the middle, ran a blitz up inside, and everybody moved to the outside.
Earning your paycheck, you are.
It's just me.
Picked up 7 yards on the play. That's Cruz Thompson. Jake Perez, excuse me.
Brought down by number 7, Tegan Silva.
Perez, you'll take that running game after he had the one initial run of almost, that's so bad, 6 or 7 yards.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Depends on which side of the football you're on.
That's right.
So 2nd and mid, we'll call it. See what the call is here. They're going to mark him
by number 1, Cash Summers.
about a half a yard short.
Yeah. Lewis, one of those all it's the end of the quarter.
So 0-0 here in a defensive slugfest to start us off. Middleton nothing, Madison nothing here on IdahoSports.com.
People, producers, camera operators, writers, photographers, even broadcasters. Email editor@IdahoSports.com to find out more. Wow, I continue checking back to the website for updated scores, schedules, standings, polls, action photo galleries, and written content from every corner of the state.
Excellent. And I'll let you know that you can make the memories last a lifetime by. So zeros. We apologize for the occasional technical difficulty. Our video keeps freezing up, but we'll just roll with the punches there.
Oh, and you're watching this game, which you should be, because if you're not, you're missing out. But a lot of smoke here, and I believe over on the other side of the state as well. This has been the worst that we've had at Clay this summer, rolling into the, we'll call it the football season.
And it's hot.
Yeah.
So 3rd and short, as Boffman
He picks up a yard.
That's going to be enough for the first down, Vikings.
Well, he just got that too.
Yes,
he got
did.
his feet knocked out from underneath him. And he comes in their jumbo package, and you'll see that every once in a while. He's played quarterback throughout his whole career. He plays basketball, plays sports as well. Very athletic family.
Yeah,
the Holmans.
So 1st and 10 from and up the left side, number 15, Bridgers.
We'll forgive you. No, they had DJ Brokaw, Holman. They had a bunch of lead blockers, and this is now we'll call it retro Middleton, where you bring in
under center again, I formation, and off to Perez. Perez this time.
Summers playing middle linebacker like it's supposed to be. Broke inside, went around the block, was able to drag him down, and if he didn't get a hold of him, he
has picked up a little turf burn. He's going to have to get checked out.
Yeah, confusion here.
The officials take another timeout.
That'll make a difference. In the meantime, Middleton switching personnel, and I'm telling you, this Madison team is impressive. They are versatile. They'll cover your receivers in the slot.
2nd and goal. Boffman in shotgun. Or something.
Yeah, well, so Big Lee, Jacob Lee.
Pass intended in the corner of the end zone for Kaminsky. It's misspelled PA guy, hoping he's right.
That's right. You know, if it's a little hint for everybody, if you just hold on long enough, let the PA
go in the half. Boffman with Perez to his left, twin receivers up high, twin down low. Perez in the flat, completes it, sticks.
You know, it's tough, right? You don't want to question him, but that play, you know, if Boffman didn't have it, that was the initial read, and everybody else was in the when he ran out in the flat.
McConkey on for the field goal, and the ball gets away. McConkey is going to get to it, but he's going to be tackled at the 26-yard line, and we are going to stay scoreless.
It's a rough start for Middleton. Middleton's typically a very well-disciplined team, and just not looking good right now in terms of defensive front being very difficult up front. I think that is causing some issues for this Middleton offense.
Middleton not executing on the offensive side. They're going to see if they can hold on the defensive. Pass, quick hitter, complete. Out in the far flat to number 32.
Pass is complete.
You know, Madison's only had it for one possession, and you think about that first quarter just bled the whole clock. I mean, Middleton had a ton of possessions. Two.
There's the option and the keeper. by Cordero. Cordero's going to pick up 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Smart read. It was a very smart read.
Play.
A late flag on the play.
They're pointing over here to the Middleton sideline.
Sideline warning.
Against.
Delay game, yeah.
Oh, he messed with the ball at the end of the play.
Results in a first down.
All right. That was a new call for me. The defensive delay game. Cordero looks out to the far flat, has a man open, picks up about 5 yards on the play. That's again number 32, Hammond.
Where the weakness is, dinking and dunking for now. And you talked about a run-heavy offense, and they have actually thrown the ball significantly more. I mean, they played a hill known to beat you up all game.
Cordero drops back. He's going to keep it himself and go right side. Pick up about 2 yards on the play.
Here they go, 3rd and 2, and you would expect to be able to run the ball, but not needing to. And running it unorthodox with Cordero keeping it now for a couple of times.
3rd and 2 now. Cordero in the shotgun. The fans get rowdy, start shaking our platform up here.
Boy, and just getting the first down, too. This has been a hard-fought football game. Yards are tough to come by to this point, and I didn't see this coming. I thought there were going to be some points scored, but two tough teams.
The game has been played. It was about between the 40s, except for that last drive by Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
So 1st and 10 now for Madison. Gets the snap. Looks out to the far side. Incomplete, intended for number 88. That's Brom Thompson.
That's a Cordero and the comeback route, whatever you want to call it, where he just stopped. Cordero was throwing the out, and if you're not in rhythm and you don't get it, I mean, that's guys.
Well, 2nd and 10 now. 6:45 left to go in the half. Little reverse act. Back to see a hold.
Yeah. As they came across, they ran the inside handoff. Hammond was on the far side. Kind of their zoom motion coming across the field. They handed it off in order for him to not get tackled in the backfield. Holding.
10 yards from the spot. So
it's kind of an ugly game.
So far, neither team has found their rhythm yet. There's been some problems executing on both sides of the ball offensively. And defensively, both teams just holding their own. So if you like defensive battles, this game's for you right now. Cordero drops back, has a man open, hits him in stride. That's number 13, Baden Wheeler, and we right at the 20-yard line.
And on cue, I did that on purpose, right, so they could prove me wrong. But Cordero, when he lofted that ball, you could just see him. I mean, it was the ultimate touch pass. Threw it right over the defenders. And when he got into it, he stepped back, and you saw him just kind of flick his arm back there, nice and easy. Didn't have to put too much on it, let his receiver run underneath it. Big pickup.
So 1st down and 10 now. Shotgun 8 yards, it'll be 2nd and short.
Dredge showing some agility in the hole. That was a one-cut run, moved to his left, took one, planted his foot, came back to the right, pickup of about 7. Somewhat of a deep ball, and with a 2nd and short, if it's me and I'm the Madison offense, I'm taking a shot here.
Yeah, why not? So about up to the 6-yard line, 7-yard line, where it'd be 1st and goal for the Bobcats.
You know what? How about you don't take a shot? How about you pick up that first down?
The old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way.
He'll carry it out near the 8-yard line.
Find a little bit more rhythm now, and you can now figuring out where they want to be offensively.
We see a fade up top here on this play. Cordero gets the snap. Nope, gets the pin yard line.
Will Ugg.
Yep, wrong way.
And the problem with this is now you're in no man's land. Now you're outside of your typical 1st and 10 yardage. Here's where you would have taken a shot. This is where they were before if they would have taken a shot.
First half, still zeros here at Middleton High School. Cordero gets the snap, drops back, looks to his left, unloads. He had the defense in front of him.
Yeah, you called it. That's the fade, but I don't think they were on the far. They weren't on the near hash to run that, and that's where you want it. That's their shot that I thought they should have taken 2 plays ago, and maybe had a shot there. Poor Hammond, kind of knocked the wind out of himself. He pops up. I'm not hurt, Coach. Don't worry about me.
Can't breathe, but I'm good.
That's right.
So 2nd and goal now. As the play comes in.
This is just you cutting that distance.
Cordero gets the snap, looks out in the flat to Summers. Summers picks up one block, but
He's brought down
3rd and 13, and again, this is one of those plays, one of the situations. Not a lot of 3rd and 13s, especially when you don't have
that back line is another defender. So here we go, 3rd and goal, trying to fake the defender. It's nice string out play, but gets past the first tackle, gets past the 2nd and 3rd, but eventually brought down. Good job by Cordero shaking those first 2 tackles. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 5.
Yeah, 4th and goal. You got to expect that there are going to be some points scored in the second half, but instead, they're going to opt for the points.
So it'll be Brayson Stoddard coming in for the 15-yard chip shot.
Well,
we said we had that down here at the other end with Middleton. Right. So don't take anything for granted.
Yeah, so Stoddard missed his first attempt. So here's what I don't know. Then, so if he misses it here, do they get it at the 20? Is it a touchback?
It should be, maybe. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Really good. See, now that's the strike he wanted the last time around. He really got a hold of that one.
So Stoddard.
Bobcats take the lead, 3-0.
3 minutes and 4 seconds left. Madison in the shootout takes the lead.
22-yard field goal there from Stoddard at the 3:04 mark. And just like that, like you said, Madison with that big 3-0 lead.
I got to tell you, I'm looking across the field here, and I'm seeing some of those Madison fans, and I'll hand it to them. That's a haul. I mean, it's all of 4.5 hours to get here. Probably. I mean, if I were to MapQuest it, anybody who remembers what MapQuest is, you're old.
Side of everywhere.
So my family's from Shelley. I'm from Shelley originally. Okay. And so you stop, but that's a what, 4.5 hour before?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you would take 20 across, right? So you take 20 and you would go through like Craters of the Moon and Arco to get out there. Maybe that would get you there quicker. But
in deep for the Vikings.
5 hours.
5 hours.
And it is saying going the way I said.
5 hours in a car, not on a bus.
Ooh,
and a little bobble there. Luckily able to wrap it.
Well, it's a good thing I caught that.
Yeah, it is a very good thing. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 34-yard line. 3 minutes left.
Middleton. You got to run your offense, and Middleton needs to find a bit of a rhythm. And Boffman, we talked about, he looks the part, has a big, strong arm, but just everything's been dink and dunk, nothing except that little lob pass over the middle.
Shotgun. Oh, there's a but right now it's a tip pick.
So it looks like it's going against Middleton. Interception's going to stand. Yep.
Yeah, the official checking with Madison to see if they want to take the penalty or the ball.
Yeah, and again, I talked about maybe getting a little bit of a rhythm, but to me, this everything lateral, swinging it wide, you got to attack this defense. You got to see what they're made of, especially over the top. And we talked, I said it, those safeties are bailing out, and there's no over-the-top help, and nobody's attacking down the middle of the field. The one time they did, it was
Madison's front line has been in the backfield a little bit today. As Cordero looks deep, and here come flags all over the place.
Yeah, it's going to be offensive pass interference, by the way. So I know that Madison was clapping, but that's going to be offensive.
Baden Wheeler is incomplete. We do have multiple flags on the field.
So we'll get the official call here, but I think you're going to be right. It was number 13, Baden Wheeler. I think just got his arms out on the defender and shoved him to the turf. 1st and 25.
First and
forever. 1st and 20, yeah. Just a 10-yard penalty on that, not 15.
Yeah. And it's the right call, too. I mean, the defender, he's trying to get away from him. And I think next level they don't call it, but in high school you're probably going to get that a little bit more obvious.
Oh, and I should have stuck with man yard.
The 10-yard, yeah.
So it backs him all the way up to the 41-yard line. And you said it, 1st and forever. Cordero alone in the backfield. Trips the shoulder, gets to about the 35-yard line, where he's brought down by number 14, Isaac Lowe.
But Madison, Cordero taking what they're giving him, design quarterback run, quarterback draw play.
2nd down.
There's a snap to Cordero. Cordero drops back, goes across the middle, and nobody there. I think a little confusion on that route by the two receivers that were closest.
Two things. He threw the wrong route, or the wrong route was run. Either way, well defended. And by the way, he just didn't have enough on it anyway, and that's why I'm saying he didn't get his feet around. You got to get that's that near hash, far sideline throw. That's college level. That's next level stuff.
Yeah, it's not your traditional over the top go.
Yeah.
So third and very long here for Madison. Cordero, 4 receivers on. He gets the ball out. That's caught by number 16, Franson. Franson picks up 4 tough yards, but it's
out like a cannon and beat his man, but then Cordero steps inside, evades the rush. They really like Brokaw. I think he was from Idaho Falls somewhere, one of those schools.
48-yard field goal attempt is going to be well short here. McConkey's going to get it all the way up here to the 40-yard line of Middleton. Will be
crushes one from a 22-yard field goal, and then dinks that one. And here's the thing: if that rule really held up, hard line, again, I'm going to fact check that.
So there is a flag on the play. The official pointing to the Middleton sideline. Nice long conversation here.
So I saw a block upfield. The only thing I can think of is an illegal block, maybe below the.
Bill Brock over to chat with him.
It's crazy, you know. You pick up a play and everybody gets excited. Okay, let's get back to Middleton. Middleton needing at this point, but you've got to attack vertically. This sideline stuff is just not working. Clock stops on a first down.
And 3 timeouts. Breaks the first tackle. That's Isaac Lowe, and Lowe. No, he didn't break that first tackle. Picked up 12 yards.
Yeah, that was a good-looking throw, and he made that. We talked about near sideline. Saw Madison take a step back, gave him some room, and they actually went a little more vertical versus going lateral.
Left. Too low, too high. Man in motion to the near side. The only one to get fingertips to that was number 3, J. Willie Wilkes. That's a heck of a name.
So Isaac Lowe came across the middle. They moved in 4 left on the clock. And they waited. They wanted to take a shot. I'm okay with 3 deep in the defensive backfield, so they're just saying, hey, we're going to give you 10, 15. We're going to
perfectly, but a flag is down. I think that's going to be a late hit, roughing the passer against Madison. That'll be 15 yards and negate that great defensive play.
Boffman, in terms of your development, you know, his feet, get it out of the way, because if that reception would have been made, they would have lost 5 yards on that play.
They'd have to burn a timeout.
Yeah. So Boffman needs to learn.
10 now for Middleton. Boffman is shotgun. Twin receiver steps on the play, and Middleton's going to have to burn a timeout.
Yeah, man. So many things you want to teach a young quarterback. In that situation, you have a defender right on him. Wait till he comes the ball over the top. Instead, having to burn a timeout, not a problem, but a loss of yardage.
So it'll be 2nd and long after this timeout. That'll give us a chance to let you know that becoming a power booster on IdahoSports.com is a great way for you and your business to be seen by tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of current 24 hours. Your business can be proudly seen on your favorite school's team schedules, rosters, and conference standings, as well as the webcasts. So your business name will be all over our website.
Plus,
a lot of eyes on it.
Yeah, well, plus you get guys like us just repeating the name of your company.
So join us here. Boffman fakes the handoff under pressure. He's going to just unload the ball. Incomplete, short for the intended receiver, brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and long, play action, and not biting on that was Tegan Weeks. Weeks, just a sophomore. He's a big boy, 6'2", 230. Wow. Put pressure on Boffman, and Boffman very wisely got rid of the ball.
So 46 seconds to go. Still just 3-0 Madison over Middleton here on Treasure Valley Game Night. Thanks for joining us. He's Ryan Luke. I'm Clay Hatfield. And we hope you're having a good time so far in this defensive struggle as Boffman drops back, looks deep, has a man open. What a catch. Laying out and getting that is number 2, Chaucer Carbajal, all the way down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, Middleton.
That's exactly right. Ran the seam route, ran inside of the deep man, put him on his hip. Beautiful ball. We talked about Boffman showing the speed, or showing the arm off a bit.
We have official timeout. Oh, they're moving the band back. It's not one thing, it's another so far.
I tell you. Yeah, but advantage Middleton. Maybe you should have their band do that more often when they need a timeout.
Stop the clock, 40 seconds to go. Now it's winding. So under center is Boffman. Boffman with the pitch. That's to number 19, Perez. Perez is going to get down to the 3-yard line.
He's brought down by number
Perez
5 seconds.
Yeah, Perez needed to cut up field a little sooner on that. Yeah, call the timeout. That's going to be Madison calling the timeout. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Reset, get your right. But Middleton, we talked about it. Got to attack him vertically.
Yeah, we talked about the roof resource. Taylor Chevrolet, Teton Toyota, and Teton Volkswagen. And for the Middleton Vikings, Overhead Door Company, Big Insurance, Meridian Plumbing, and the College of Western Idaho.
And ML Masonry. Thank you again for supporting Middleton Athletics.
So it'll be second and goal from the 3. 2 timeouts left for Middleton, as Madison was the one that burned that one. 21 seconds to go here in the first half of play. It'll be Boffman under center again. 3 men stacked up in the backfield. Boffman gets the snap, pitches to the deep man. That's Perez. Perez cuts inside. He's going to get stacked up at the line. Just picks up 2 yards. It's going to be third and goal from the 2.
Yeah, play's taking too long to develop. Perez is going wide, and they're trying to bring Holman up there as a lead blocker and trying to get the edge and create a hole. And then Perez, the goal is to hit the hole hard, but it's just taking too long to develop. Too many Madison defenders are going over, plugging the hole, drifting with the ball. Needs to be more of a bang up inside, because it's tough to hold your block that long while it's developing.
So Middleton took a timeout there second. And it's going to be third and goal from the 2-yard line with just 15 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, you're going to see Holman under center now. Like we said, he's there. Tough guy quarterback?
Yeah.
We'll call it? Yeah, why not? Don't have it.
The Bruiser.
The Bruiser. So, there is a 97% chance he's going to run with the ball right here.
So Drew Holman in shotgun, Perez to his right. 2 receivers set high, 1 down low. Perez moves to the left. Man in motion. Here's Holman. He's not going to get there. He's going to pick up a yard and nothing else.
I mean, you got to take points here. The problem is I don't think the angle's good enough to do it. I mean, give it a shot.
Yep, they're going to call out the kick team.
Boy, just not executing how I think they would like. But I'll hand it to Madison. They are flowing with the ball. Everybody's attacking downhill and not waiting for the runner to get to them. They are attacking the runner in the backfield and making those stops.
So again, it's going to be a short little chip shot of a field goal, but nothing is guaranteed, as we've seen 3 different times tonight. It'll be about a 17-yard field goal. See where he sets up at. It'll be number 54, Gavin Mortensen.
No, they're going to go for it.
They
got the jumbo backfield, triple I formation. And again, you got to get a big push up here. That's a big defensive line.
Perez with the ball. He's going to escape the first tackler, but that's it. He's going to be stopped short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs to Madison. Wow.
No play action. I mean, they ran 4 runs in a row right there, and no play action to speak of.
Near the 5-yard line.
So would you take the points there, or would you have gone for it in a 3-0 ball game?
Well, the way they were running the ball, I had to kick the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been no run game to speak of. There was the one run that was about, 13 yards. And outside of that, not been able to blow anybody off the ball. And we talked about it just taking too long to develop to get up in the hole, especially on those toss plays. Holman just took it and ran right into 4 guys. I honestly probably would have taken the points. Boy, if you're Madison, you got to be tickled pink, man.
Yeah.
You come out of this. Offensively, they have not looked great at all, but the one big play put them in scoring position. Middleton playing stout defense. You got to hand it to both defenses, but just not the football game we'd expected coming into this. But Madison leading 3-0 heading into halftime.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way. Go. All the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
We're Valley-wide Country Store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Dear Friday, we've got power tailgates to power game days. And a trailer backup guide. That's the champ of the ramp. Toyota Trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I have my seatbelt on.
Idaho isn't your average state, and we are not your average people. We're not afraid to jump feet first, and we see the world a little differently. We know the importance of slowing down and the value of catching up. When we're not busy getting lost, we're looking out for one another. Our whitewater is aggressive, but our driving is not. We know all about taking chances, but we also know our limits. We drive safely because we care. It's who we are.
Welcome back to Middleton High School. Welcome back to IdahoSports.com as you get a shot of the Middleton Marching Band doing their show. Looking good so far out there with the color guard. Well, let's give you a first half scoring summary.
Are you serious?
Why not?
Okay.
And while we're at it, this scoring summary brought to you by Make the Memories Last a Lifetime by owning the digital game file of this game for just $15. Just click the Download Archives button to order yours. So the first half scoring summary goes like this. With 3:04 left to go in the second quarter, it was Stoddard with a 22-yard field goal. And that's your scoring summary, brought to you by IdahoSports.com.
We did that. Yep, we did that. You know, I mean, wild in the sense that both teams had scoring opportunities Middleton, I mean, right there, they were down to the 3-yard line and then just could not punch it in. 4 straight runs and no play action right to end the game. You saw Madison with kind of the same situation inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Penalties, miscues pushed them out, and then they missed the field goal. So, both sides just not capitalizing on it. Now, I'm going to hand it to partially the fact that it's early season, probably for both of these teams, but just not looking, either one of them, offensively, not looking in rhythm, but defensively. Defense always wins at the beginning of the game, but doing really well in terms of stopping the other team's game plan.
And we had, what was it, 3 or 4 missed field goals in the first half?
3.
So 2 by Madison, 1 by Middleton, and it was just, it was an off-balance first half by both teams. Just even when they got into scoring position, couldn't really do anything with it to put points up on the board except for the Stoddard short field goal. And that's our only score. I would not have guessed this at all. I thought this was going to be more of an offensive battle than a defensive battle.
Yeah.
But if defense is what you like, get on the horn, tell your friends and your family to tune into this game because we got it and then some.
Yeah, we got you. So if we're going to flip the script a little bit, if you're a defensive football purist and you enjoy a good football game, I mean, look at some of these. I would say defensive line play defensive line and linebacker play have just been spectacular for Madison. They floated the ball really well. They've gotten into the backfield, causing penetration. Those defensive tackles are big and strong. Kind of a matchup problem, having to double team both of them, and then that's what you're supposed to do, eat up those blocks. And then the linebackers with Summers and others getting in the backfield or making the plays and flowing to the ball. And I would say defensively, kind of an all-round effort for Middleton. Holman flowing to the ball, Brokaw trying to getting pressure on the edge, and nothing really easy in terms of, play-wise. There was the one kind of pass over the top that Cordero threw, and that we talked about that sidearm motion, just lofted it up over the top. But outside of that, I mean, defensive purist, you got to love this.
Oh, absolutely. This is a great ball game for the defense lovers. Well, do you have any scoring updates here on the Friday Night Flash?
I absolutely do. I do, and I'm pulling this from IdahoSports.com, the Flash, the Friday Night Flash. So Eagle beat Skyview, Washington. Skyview coming in for the Northwest Showdown being played at Eagle High School and Rocky Mountain High School. Both those schools, what do we say, about 7 minutes from each other?
Yeah.
So they beat Skyview, Washington 34-13. That was the early game, 5 p.m.
Wow.
And then Rocky just thumping Provo, Utah, 49-14. Now remember, Rocky played Orem High School last week. Orem High School, the home of Puka Nakua and others. I mean, there have been a couple of Sewells that have gone through there, played in the NFL. So Rocky really representing outside versus Utah, and Provo, Utah just beating them 49-14. Thunder Ridge is beating Centennials 21-7. And Owyhee and Capital in the second quarter, Owyhee up 21-20. That might be close to halftime. Syracuse and Rigby. This is an interesting one. Rigby, we're talking about, they're kind of the crown jewel right now of high school football in the state of Idaho, and played a couple of Utah teams. Last week it was Woods Cross, won on a walk-off touchdown pass, and Syracuse, big 6A school from north of Salt Lake, hanging with them 7-3. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Well, let me see. Maybe I can go to a different classification.
Yeah, give us some finals
Let's
from
go
the other
5A.
schools.
Let's go 5A. Come on.
That looked like a touchdown to
Okay,
me.
here we go. Hillcrest and Bonneville, second quarter. Hillcrest up 14-7. Century beating Canyon Ridge 13-0. Emmett taking it to Burley ever since Gatlin Bear left. Burley been trying to find an answer. Down big to Emmett. I do think Emmett's going to be a player this year. They got some tough kids.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, they're kind of fun. They got a freshman kid who, ironically, is on the same baseball team, club baseball team as my son. Kid is fast as lightning. He's a big, tough kid. And he gets playing time as a freshman. So, and then moving on, what do we have left? Mountain Home losing to Buell 14-0. Pocatello beating Idaho Falls 14-0. That's all we have reported. If you have a score, go ahead and send it in to IdahoSports.com. We'd love to be able to tell you what's up. Fruitland beating New Plymouth 21-0 at half.
Fruitland's a good team this year.
Yeah, Kelvin Obot. Tell you, that kid's legit. Saw that kid play. I did one of his games. Top recruit, big, lanky, athletic. Boy, he's a force. American Forest beating Filer 13-7. Homedale beating Gooding. The game's being played at Homedale 20-7. Melba Coal Valley tied up 7 in the second quarter, maybe rolling into halftime. Nampa Christian and McCall Donley tied up at 7. South Fremont West Side tied at 7. Everything in the second quarter, waiting to update. Should we go smaller? Let's go smaller.
Yeah, why not?
All right, here we go. Cokeville, Wyoming. West Jefferson beating Cokeville 7-0. Aberdeen up on Declo in the second quarter.
Elementary students are up.
And Ryrie 8-0 over Malad. Melba Coal Valley, talked about that. And boy, we're going to be getting into this. Here we go, 2A. All right, Valley.
8-man game.
Yeah, that's right. No, Valley. No, is this 8-man?
2A, yeah. 2A and 1A.
And 1A are both
8-man. With the new division alignments.
That's right. Okay, so is it 8 or 11? No, I think you're right. 8.
Yeah,
well, you would know,
man.
but you're from that.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. Jeez, questioning you, my bad. All right, Prairie up on Valley 30-60. One of the things I love about 8-man is some of these scores are just
ridiculous.
Outlandish. One of our friends coaches in Garden Valley, Sky, and he was just saying how conditioned these kids are. Because you break free and there's nobody. I mean, you're going to run 70 yards for a touchdown.
Well, everybody's playing both sides of the football,
and
too.
both sides of the football,
I was telling you last week, Kendrick and Oakley, 96-8 was the final there. And it was 40-0 before 5 minutes had gone in the first quarter. So if you have an offense and can find an edge in 8-man football, you're going to put up points.
And you got to have some conditioned kids. So Castleford beating Rimrock 58-14.
I didn't have that one picked in my game picks this week.
Well, you missed
picked
out.
Rimrock, yep.
Tri-Valley beating Deary 48-14. Butte County up 8-6 over Cary. How on earth in 8-man football have you only scored 8-6? That is literally impossible. All right, that's it. I've given you everything I've got, man.
That's all I can ever ask. All I can ever ask for. And again, if you have any score updates, just send them in to us here at IdahoSports.com, and we'll get those posted, and we appreciate your effort. Well, let's take a little look here at the dance team, see what kind of performance they're putting on tonight. We'll let you enjoy that for just a minute.
Well, how about this? Boise State's up 27-7.
There we go. I forgot about that one.
Because Boise State needs a win.
Yeah, and if they can't win against Eastern Washington, it could be a long season for Bronco fans.
I'm going to be completely honest. I think it's going to be a long season. It'll be fine. It'll be a winning record, but I just don't think. Look, Ashton Genty went to the college football playoffs last year, as we're seeing. It wasn't Boise State. It was Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
So, but 27-7, yes, they need a good win, a bounce-back win. Not being a Boise State fan and being neutral in that, I think there's some work to be done.
Stepping in for him, it's almost impossible to replace a guy like that.
You know, here's the other thing, too, and now we're kind of getting into a little bit deeper subject. Says that we have 2 minutes, but let's be honest, it's going to be another 10 minutes. But now we're getting into a little bit deeper subject here because we have literally covered everything you can from this game. So moving on, realistically, Boise State, and this may be the year that it starts delineating, is in terms of money. And you look at the Power Four now, the money that flows in those programs versus the group of 6, will be 6 here in a little bit, group of 5, group of 6. It's just so huge, and you can't keep up with it. And so that talent gap is going to get bigger and bigger. And I think this may be the year that we see that with Boise State.
Yeah. Well, and I did see that the NCAA is doing one thing that I agree with, and they're opening just one transfer portal, which I think is the right move there. That was just
too much.
Transfer portals were just creating absolute chaos. And I saw a story where Alabama was complaining that they only have $20 million in NIL money to give away, and they're trying to compete with teams like Oregon who have $40 to $50 million.
$50 million, yeah.
I mean, you're buying a team.
Well, you saw the Dan Lanning and the Mike Gundy feud. Lanning's like, well, we play to win. I don't know about you. And Gundy, we don't have that kind of money. I mean, at some point, I do. It's going to end up happening is you're going to have, you're going to sneak somebody in every once in a while, but it's going to look like the Yankees, the Dodgers, the big spenders when there's no salary cap. That is coming down next year. You're going to see a little bit more parity where they do the revenue sharing. There's also the collective, or not the collective, the filter. Come on, Deloitte is going to be the filter to see if the NIL deals are legit. This is not a legit deal. This is just a homer job trying to get them as much money as possible. So that may balance out a little bit more. But that being said, like, who's to say? And it's going to be tied up in litigation. Moral of the story is, Oregon's going to buy teams. Look, I'm a BYU fan. I'm going to call it completely like it is. BYU buys a team. You look at their basketball team. They bought a team.
Yep.
I mean, it is what it is. And if you have the pockets and the donors, you're going to have a competitive football team. So what does that say? Is that good coaching? I don't know.
You're just taking advantage of a situation that's presented itself, for better or for worse. I mean, you feel for these kids that go out there and put their bodies on the line every Saturday, to be able to make some money. But does it have to be $10, $12 million for one kid? I mean, is that going to create, like you said, is that going to create a balanced playing field between these SEC schools and the Mountain West, or the soon-to-be PAC, whatever it will be when BSU jumps ship?
Yeah, it won't. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, it's just not the same. And having been around college athletes and seeing that difference, yes, there's a college athlete and then there's an elite group Power 4 athlete, and it's just not the same. And I don't care what anybody says, and you may sneak one guy here and there. And here's the other thing too, if they get good and they're either a JC kid or a group of 5 or 6, whatever we're calling it these days, he's going to be getting big money at the next level.
Yeah.
Pavia for Vanderbilt, what does he do? He goes out and he beats Alabama, who we're finding out is not as good
as they thought they were.
As we thought they were. I think we're starting to see the value of Nick Saban. Bill Belichick. Not at the college level, Bill Belichick, but...
as a Dolphins fan, I love watching Belichick fall on his face in that game. That made me happy.
You see the hat I'm wearing right now, don't you?
Yeah, I see it. I don't like it, but I see it.
Yeah, well, 6 Super Bowls, sometimes, like, if you can't wear them all in one hand, sometimes the 6th one kind of gets lost. Oh, wait, let me pull out my other hand,
Pull the Michael Jordan where you're wearing it on both fists.
That's right.
Well, we got a minute 20 before second half kickoff here. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back for that action here on IdahoSports.com.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way. Go. All the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Welcome back to IdahoSports.com. I'm Clay Hatfield. He's Ryan Luke. And we are getting ready for the second half kickoff. It'll be Brooke Hammond. And who's the other number? Nope, he's going to be the only one back there is Hammond. And kicking off for the Vikings. It's like number 29. As it gets darker and my eyes are bad. Carson McConkey.
I'm just going to ask you one thing. Were you born in the 70s?
Yes. Yes, I was.
Me too.
76. I'll be 50 in March.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
79. Yeah, brutal.
All right, boys and girls, we're ready to rock and roll here. Second half underway from Middleton High School. Hammond from his own 10-yard line to the 20, gets tripped up, falls forward to about the 28-yard line, 29-yard line is where they'll spot him. First down for the Bobcats.
First down, and we'll see what the adjustments are. Good coaching staffs on both these sides, great coaches, and much respect, as they say in the hood. But
do they say that in the hood?
They do say that, or maybe I just made that up. I have no idea. But Coach Bancheri and Coach Brock, some of the best in the business, and making adjustments at halftime, and we'll see what those are. I think in the adjustments that I make, I think you have to attack upfield, and they've done a pretty good job with that. Run the ball more. I would give it to as on cue.
Yeah, Cordero keeps it up the middle for a gain of 2 yards.
Yeah. And getting chippy in there. Holman not taking it. A big offensive line, and they are big. I was on the field before, and that Madison offensive line, they got to lean on that a little bit more, and I would say even just use the running backs, kind of bang away, wear down this Middleton defense.
Gain of 3 on the play.
And defensively, if you're Middleton, just keep playing like you did in the first half.
Yeah.
3 points is great defensively.
They run a 3-man defensive front, and they kind of have hybrid safety linebackers, Holman being the only true linebacker out there, and they'll rotate safeties. But in terms of, I'm talking about linebacker size.
Cordero puts a deke on that linebacker that cut through the hole, and he's going to pick up a nice chunky yardage all the way into Middleton territory. Well, is he going to be into Middleton territory? No, he's going to be at the 48-yard line. But a big pickup and a first down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Cordero, good runner. In terms of, he's a bit of a glider too. We talked about it with Perez on the other side, but Cordero, like you said, fake pitched that one, got upfield. And I'd like to see more of that. They're attacking the edges. They feel like they can lean on those defensive linemen. If you look at it, those linebackers are 3 or 4 yards off the ball with only 3 men on the line. Should be able to get some good movement up front.
And speaking of movement, there through the hole is Cash Summers, picking up 18 yards on the play up to the 33-yard line of Middleton. Another quick first down for Madison.
If you're a football purist on the offensive line side of the ball, they did a cross block there. They came down and blew the nose guard out and let up the hole, and you saw Summers just take it, and he had a lead blocker, which was an offensive lineman coming up the hole. Very well designed. That's an adjustment from the first half. They did not do that in the first half.
And so far it's working here in the second half. So 1st and 10. Summers again, just feeling for room to run. He's not going to find it, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, Brokaw playing that defensive end. He's a big kid. Boy, he's like, I want to say Brokaw, what do they have him listed at? 6'4", and he's all of that, 205, extremely athletic. Ran that play down from behind, and you saw him just kind of wait. As soon as the ball was handed off, wrapped up, loss of 1. That's a TFL.
That looks good on the stat sheet, brother.
That's tackle for loss, as they
say. For those of you following along at home. So 2nd and 11 now for Madison. There's a snap, the handoff again to Summers. Summers again with some room to run, jumps through a tackle, breaks another one. He's going to get all the way down to the 25-yard line. The pickup of 9 on the play. It'll be 3rd and a short, 2 yards to go.
Gacci, the center, and just a junior, 5'11", 225, turned the nose guard, and that's Braden Smith, and he's 6 foot 235. Turned him to the outside, and Smith ran right on the. If you're on the offensive side of the ball, it's going to be the 1 hole. So he ran right off the 1 hole or the A gap. Very well designed, and you're seeing the adjustments now. 3rd and short.
So Twins low, handoff again to Summers. Summers is going to pick up the first down at the 22-yard line.
Boy, those offensive linemen are getting to the 2nd level, and they are just so much bigger than those hybrid call them safety linebackers, just blowing them off the ball.
Which again is something we did not see in the first half.
We didn't. Yeah, and what they're doing, they're blocking shifted. They're kind of blocking at angles now, blocking down versus a straight up, we'll call it zone blocking, or blocking the man up on you. And you smell that?
Yeah, something's on fire.
Something's. I mean, besides Idaho,
something close is on fire. Cordero with the keeper, looking for some room to run. He's not going to find any. He's going to be tackled at the line. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Middleton. So that offensive line got to the second level, but what happened was it took too long to develop, and you're seeing quick hitters in the inside have been more effective. Just follow those blockers as they get that first wave of blocks. We'll call it hats on hats. That is wild, man. That's close.
Yeah, that just came out of nowhere.
Well, cool. Add to more smoke that we have going on here.
We have the moon rising in the east. The red moon. Cordero's going to keep it again. Cuts inside. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Be 3rd mid-range.
Yeah, and at this point, why would you do anything else? Just run, lean on him. I mean, what you're going to see is at some point there's going to be some play action. Got to be disciplined if you're Middleton. You got to stay coverage, stay disciplined.
So Madison sends twins high, twins low. Cordero in shotgun with Brennan Dredge behind him. There's the pass, thrown behind the receiver. We have a flag down, nearly picked off. We'll see what the penalty is here.
That's going to be holding, either a holding penalty. Yeah, I think they're going to call a holding on that. Defensive holding.
Yeah. Yeah, tough play. Good tight coverage, but just got a little bit too handsy there.
Looks like a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's the defensive holding right there.
Holding called against the Vikings.
You know, one thing I've always wondered is why don't they referee from up here? Because, man, I've been spot on.
Yeah.
I mean, just ask me.
Save them a lot of running.
That's right.
So that'll put the ball just inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Madison with 7:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Again, a bit of a tough spot, though. This has been difficult for them all game long.
Here's the handoff to Dredge. Dredge up the middle, gets to the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
And then some scrummage afterward, brings in a flag.
Yeah, that was a dumb play.
With the handoff.
Carter Apelu, we talked about him, the senior big boy, 6'4", 280, and it's getting scrappy. And he carried his block a little too long. It's going to be a personal foul, going to drive him back. And you can see, I mean, we don't know what's being said, but that was not a headsy play.
It's going to back him up 15 yards, take him back out on the outside of the 10-yard line, even though it's going to be and goal to go. And it was a dead ball foul, so they lose the down as well.
Yeah.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
So it'll be 2nd and goal now from the 18-yard line.
Ball's going to be moved back to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, just not a good play all around there if you're a Madison fan.
2nd down coming up.
Saw this in the first half for Madison, where they had an opportunity and goal and ended up committing a couple penalties and backing them up to this range.
Yeah. Get close, shoot yourself in the foot.
So Cordero in shotgun, drops back, looking for somebody to get it to. Finally tries to get it out to Dredge, but underthrows him. Throws it low and away from Dredge. Brings up 3rd and long now.
Well, opportunistic defense. They don't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Bend but don't break, and that's what it's looking like here in the second half. And Coach Brock needed to make some adjustments defensively as soon as they saw that blocking scheme change. And at the same time, Madison's gone away from what got him down here.
Yeah, they've moved away from that great blocking that they had to start this 3rd quarter. So here we go, 3rd and goal from long. Cordero shotgun, twins high, single low. Cordero drops back, looks single, run a little fade route. Completes it, but out of bounds, no good.
Beautiful grab. He got up there, looked athletic, looked great doing it. Cordero left it too much outside, though, out of bounds. And now they're going to give it another go. I mean, as far as the kicking woes have gone.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, listen, 3-0 may be the end game here.
Yeah.
I mean, the way this thing's been going.
So it's going to be a 34-yard field goal attempt from Stoddard.
Viking fans, make some noise.
Boy, this crowd has filled in, hasn't it?
Kick is up, and that one has some leg to it, and that one's going to be good from Stoddard from 34.
Stoddard's field goal attempt.
Well, I don't get Stoddard. Fantastic leg, and he's crushed a couple of them, and 2 of them hasn't. So, it is what it is, but 6-0 is our score. It's not the half, so they have it wrong over there. But on this side, saying it's the third quarter.
Good. 6.5 left to go in the third quarter. Middleton set to get the ball for the first time. What do you expect to see from them offensively coming out in the half?
Yeah, they got to attack vertically. It's just not working. We see just too big and too strong up front. The running game, you got to mix it in. It's almost like they say it goes both ways. You run the ball so you can throw the ball. Well, right now, you got to throw the ball vertically so that you can actually run the ball. You got to decompress that box because Madison has been all over it. I mean, in terms of rushing yards, I think they had like 34 rushing yards in the first half. So you got to attack vertically, and that's going to be seam routes. And especially if you're Boffman the junior, he needs to recognize when those safeties are bailing and maybe call a quick audible, something hot where you're coming out. One of your slot receivers is going to be chasing up the middle of the field. Unfortunately, they have not been able to get in rhythm yet.
There's the kick, and that's going to go through the end zone, nearly through the uprights. For a touchback, Middleton will get it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's what I'm saying, man. The leg is there. This kid has a heck of a leg.
I don't know what happened on those 2 misses.
The one thing that you can't tell from here is, and if we'd had to zoom in from a camera or something like that, it would be, was it a bad hold, right? Was the ball just kind of placed wrong? And we just don't know that at this point. But I always got to shout out to Middleton High School. This is one of the top athletic complexes and high schools in the state of Idaho. They do such a phenomenal job. This stadium is done very, very well. One of the things I like about it is the stands are built high versus flat and long.
Yeah.
And the opposing fans, I mean, this is a great place, such a great venue. They take care of us here. The baseball field's gorgeous. Man, they show up here. Boy, pack this thing.
I was looking at the parking lot. It is full. Here's the handoff to Perez to the right side. He's going to pick up 1.5 yards, but not much more than that.
Jake Perez with the carry up the middle.
Well,
yep.
They did not listen to me. That's okay, though. I'm not the coach. I think, we talked about it before, too. There are times that we talked about probing in the first half, probing the defense. What does that look like?
As Boffman completes the pass, but again, just maybe a 2-yard gain there. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Got an injured player out there, and they're looking at cramps. Look at that. Teammates out there helping him. It is warm, and we talked about it. The smoke doesn't help. I feel like it's always warmer when the smoke rolls in. But now 3rd and 6. I think I'll call it 3rd and 7. Boffman checked down to that, though. You did see there were a couple routes as he ran upfield, and Boffman did check down to that, took what it was given to him. They've got to figure out a way to get that to him. They got to run some plays, inside seam routes, something to get vertical. Otherwise, they're just going to pack that right around the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be everything lateral.
Which won't get you very far very quick. They still tend to the injured player out there. And again, it just looks like a cramp there in his right leg. But he's got the entire training crew out there with him.
Surprised the ambulance isn't out there. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Not injured, just a cramp.
Isaac Lewis is the injured Viking as he comes off holding his leg. Get him some pickle juice or some mustard, he'll be fine.
It's true. That's a thing. It's real.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Doesn't taste good, but it does the job.
Can we get this staff off the field? Like, show some hustle here? Come on, guys.
The guy with the cramp beat everybody else. behind the intended receiver, nearly picked off. The official on the near side says it hit the turf. That's going to bring up 4th and 6, and Middleton's going to be forced to punt it away.
Boy, that was an uneventful set of downs, if I have to be honest. And everything was within, 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, nothing downfield, a couple run plays, and it looks like they're content. Now, I would be a little concerned if I'm Middleton right now, especially with the way that they ran the football on that last drive, Madison. But I don't know how you respond. I mean, we talked about you got to get upfield, and just not looking like they're wanting to do that right now.
And even if that last pass had been complete, it would have been well short of the first down marker.
Ooh, good punt.
Nice punt from Mortensen.
Yeah, great punt. And better coverage.
Great coverage. Let's give a shout out to him as soon as we get a number.
21.
21. You got it?
Yeah, it's Ryan Lewis.
Ryan Lewis.
Yeah. Lewis has been all over the field. How am I going to forget almost me? I'm Ryan Luke, and that's Ryan Lewis. See what I did there?
Remember number 21, and you're set. So great downfield coverage. There's actually a net loss on that return.
It's unbelievable. He did a great job in the wrapped up. I was surprised he didn't fair catch that.
Yeah.
Boy, that's an art, though. That's something special. If you know, again, when you have an incoming defender and knowing how much time and space you have, tough to do at the high school level.
So 1st and 10 from their own 30 is Madison. Cordero, a little quarterback delay, is going to pick up, let's call it 3 yards on the first down run.
And with this huge 6-0 lead, they're perfectly content to just run the football.
Down to 5:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Yeah, Middleton hasn't shown that they can score with the ball. So just chew up clock if you're Madison, because you haven't been exactly explosive on offense either.
Yeah. A couple big plays is all.
There's the pitch. That's to 32, Hammond.
You know, I call it what it is. Speed plays just don't work for either of these teams. You know, if you're trying to run speed plays to both sides, just not working. And but getting vertical and leaning on them, moving north-south.
Yeah.
North-south for Madison has worked.
Brings up 3rd and 4 to go here for the Bobcats. Hammond got up a little gingerly there, but he's going to tough it out. See if they go to the air, if they just keep it on the ground.
No need. I just run it. You have 2 downs to pick up 2 yards.
And they're going to, the ball came loose, it looked like. No, it didn't. Thought I saw it pop out there from Summers, but he held on to it and lost a yard on the play. So brings up 4th and 5.
I think, I'd say go for it. Defensively, you've been lights out.
Well, why not?
They may try to
hold.
Yeah, they'll pooch punt it here with Summers, it looks like. Or that's Cordero. He may just be the punter as is. Nobody's listed as a punter.
Yeah, just one kicker. Fielded at the 30, running into his own man, turning it upfield, little room to run. There he goes. That's number 4,
Hubbard.
Cade Hubbard. Hubbard is going to take it to the house. 70-yard punt return from Cade Hubbard.
And absolutely needed in a night where the offense has been basically stymied the whole time. Hubbard catching a punt. They put 3 people back. Hubbard, a defensive back, took it, broke a couple of tackles. I thought he was going to get caught from behind. Showed a little bit of juice, just enough to get away. Got in the end zone, and they desperately needed a score, was Middleton. And we'll see how that changes and shifts the momentum of this game, and maybe offensively for Middleton. If you're Madison, again, it's a 1-point ball game, but right now 1 point can be absolutely huge. Well, not a 1 point. Yeah, it's tied.
Yeah, it's tied.
You got to kick the field goal.
McConkey here on for the PAT. And again, the kicking.
Field goal?
Yeah, you did. I was going to let it slide.
Thank you.
The kicking game here has been interesting for Middleton. There's the snap. The hold was down, struggled with it, just squeaked it through.
Yeah, Holman, he got that, and it didn't even look like a bad snap. It just looked like it was timing-wise, but you saw the push up the middle, and there was some urgency on it. Drew Holman not happy with what's going on right now. But just like that, 7-6.
Yeah, blink of an eye. 3:52 left to go in the third quarter of play. And Middleton, out of nowhere, takes the lead.
But they needed it. They had to have a spark from somewhere. Somebody had to get up and produce something. And you never know.
Leave it up to Hubbard to do it.
Special teams. Very special. Special player, special team, special something.
Special all the way around.
That's right. What's up, brother? All you little geeky YouTubers out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. As my 13-year-old son looks over at me and rolls his eyes.
I didn't think that was still a thing.
I don't think it is. I think I just reinvented it.
I know I've been trying to get my freshmen to stop speaking like freshmen. Riz and Aura.
Oh, dude.
And Alpha and Sigma.
Oh,
I don't even know what it means. I just use it whenever I can to hope that it makes it uncool.
It is uncool. Here's what you do. I'm going to give you the trick right now. You use it, and then they're going to be like, oh, well, an adult's using it?
That's what I'm trying to do. Come up with something new.
I mean, I don't know if you heard me, but I was saying like 6, 7, and everybody's like, that's not a thing anymore. I'm like, I know, I ruined it. I ruined it.
And thank you for doing that.
I got you. All you adults and teachers out there, that one's for you.
Number 32.
McConkey on to kick. Brooke Hammond deep to return, standing at his own 5-yard line. McConkey sets it on the far hash. There's the whistle to play, and McConkey puts boot to ball. And it's going to be fielded on the run at the 10-yard line by Hammond. Hammond has some room to run on the edge. Oh, tripped up by his own man, but got it all the way out to the 29-yard line, 30-yard lines where they're going to put it 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
Good blocking out front. Max Johansson, and he's not going to get, it's not going to show up anywhere. But as he was going down, he tripped him. He straight up tripped him. He probably saved at least 15, 20 more yards, but Johansson, headsy play, getting driven into the ground, just kind of flopped and stuck his leg out there.
No harm, no foul.
No foul whatsoever.
As we get the ooh, ah, you wish you were a Viking from the student section here.
I'll tell you, one of the coolest things that I didn't hear, maybe I missed it, was the Viking clap, where they bang, bang, clap. And
I think they do that in the 4th.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay, maybe basketball is before. Well, I can't wait to hear. That's one of the coolest things you'll see in high school football.
There's the pass, quick hitter, complete to 14, Mason Phillips, who's driven to the turf as soon as he touched the ball. Pick up a 4 yards on the play. Going to be 2nd and 6.
You know, Cordero, bit of a touch passer. Nothing doesn't zing anything in there. He's not going to wow you with his arm. But he has done it with his legs. He's been very crafty, held onto the ball, hasn't thrown the interceptions, protected the ball, and we find ourselves in a 6-7 ball game. Oh, I did it. 6-7. I didn't even mean to. Ball game, and you know, with life to breathe, and if Cordero can just hang on to it, run the ball when needed, right here option.
Cordero gets past the first wave, gets into that second level, gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down, Bobcats.
We talked about plenty of time. I mean, you have a whole quarter.
Yeah.
But this, unlike the first half, this quarter's flying by.
Yeah, just 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter of play.
And now very pleasant. Boy, I tell you, temperature-wise.
Yeah, it cooled down nicely.
Bobcats continue.
And it doesn't smell like anything's on fire near us.
Yet.
So 1st and 10 Madison from their own 41-yard line. Cordero in shotgun, twins high and low. Drops back looking to pass. Doesn't have anywhere to go, so tucks it and runs. Gets up to the 45-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. Make it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, smart play. You know, held on, didn't force the ball where it didn't need to go. Held on to the ball, got positive yards. And Madison in no rush. You know, they talk about teams that run tempo. Madison is the reverse of that right now.
Yeah, just taking their time. Just trailing by 1 and still, I mean, an entire quarter plus a minute 45 left to go. No hurry at all.
One thing I would like to see in Idaho, there are plenty of things. That field goal that went back was a touchback.
Yeah.
The holding penalty should just be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Wide receiver screen. Nicely read by the defense. Just picks up a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
And the third thing I would say would be the play clock. I'd really like to see play clock so you know tempo-wise what you have and you're not just guessing.
You're not relying on the white hat to count down from 10.
Yeah.
So big 3rd down play here for both sides of the ball. Twins low, 1 receiver high. Cordero in shotgun. Drops back. Quick hit near side. That's complete to 13, Baden Wheeler, and Wheeler's going to pick up the 1st down. Gain of 6 yards on the play.
And timing, bit of a timing play, which is weird when you're throwing that out. That's got to be, you got to drive the ball in there, but with your defensive back so far off the receiver, they timed that as he turned around, ball arrived.
Looks like another cramp here, this time for Madison. So if you're keeping track at home, cramps 1-1 for the two teams.
Yeah.
Well, while they're dealing with that, we can tell you to check out our expanded list of regional prepcasts. Our resident experts talk about what's going on in your part of the state. Be sure to catch the new regional prepcast each week on IdahoSports.com or by download the new episodes wherever you get your podcasts. You can also watch each episode on the IdahoSports.com YouTube channel.
Need to fire up the old Fighting Taters podcast. Lucas Gebhardt and I, we had some really good interviews on there, and as we're rolling into the season, see if we can get some more of these coaches and some of the players that have moved on, but we've had a good time interviewing some of these guys.
So it was number 13, Baden Wheeler, made the catch and cramped up. So 1st and 10 now. Bobcats on the plus side of the field. This could be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Boy, with the way the pace that Madison plays.
Cordero alone in the backfield. Now here comes the running back. That's not Stoddard, excuse me. 32, Hammond.
False start.
A false start
against the
Bobcats. Back him up 5, make it 1st and 15.
A repeat 1st down.
I'm seeing Cuna Nampa 13-7 at halftime.
Cuna
over Nampa 13-7, yeah. Syracuse, Utah beating Rigby 25-14.
Oh, wow.
Saw Rigby stumble a little bit at the beginning of the season last year.
There's Summers on the end around, and he gets tripped up in the backfield. He's going to lose 4 yards on that play. And it's going to be 2nd and 19.
DJ Brokaw showing that athleticism. He was getting blocked there on the edge. Probably wrong read, not to go. Went outside, should have cut up inside of him, but Brokaw made the tackle for loss. Talked about him being an explosive player, and he showed it right there.
Here comes your Viking clap.
There it is. Hey, film it. Film that.
Get the Viking clap down here.
Pretty dang cool. Do you have what it takes to be a power booster for your school on IdahoSports.com? Power boosters are a great way for you and your business to be seen by tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands, if not millions, just kidding, hundreds of thousands of current and potential clients and customers. And the best part, it's 100% tax deductible. Email sales@IdahoSports.com to find out more about how you can become a power booster on IdahoSports.com.
Thank you very much.
Possibly trillions.
Trillions. If we can open up that Chinese market. Cash Summers with the carry on second down, picks up 2 yards. If only. Come on, IdahoSports.com, get it together.
Weird niche. Weird niche. Finding that niche of China for Idaho high school football.
So third and very long here now for Madison. They need to pick up about 16 yards. Twins high, twins low. Cordero in the shotgun. Drops back, has some time, looking, runs out of time, but has a hole to run up the middle. Picks up about 15 yards, but he's going to be short of the line of gain. It's going to be 4th and 3.
Yeah, Cordero put his head down right at the very end on the Carson McConkey. Took the raw end of that deal. Cordero, pretty good size. Got ahead of steam, but with 4th and 3.
I think they're going to go for it.
Let's see what they do. Initially that first drive, they were leaning on, they changed up their blocking scheme. They were cross-blocking, leading up inside, less of a zone block situation. But now, look for a quarterback draw right here. If I'm Cordero, if I'm the Madison offense, it's a quarterback draw. Spread everybody wide and let my running quarterback make some noise.
Hammond shifts into the backfield, but before the snap.
Timeout.
Timeout taken by Madison.
Timeout called by the Bobcats.
That'll give us a chance to pay some bills here. Make the memories last a lifetime by owning the digital game file of this game for just $15. Just click the Download Archives button to order yours. Are you interested in joining the team here at IdahoSports.com? We are always on the lookout for talented people that want to get involved in what we do. In our case, not so talented, but we try. Salespeople, producers, camera operators, writers, photographers, even broadcasters. Email editor@IdahoSports.com to find out more. IdahoSports.com does a lot more than just broadcasting. Continue checking back to the website for updated scores, schedules, standings, polls, action photo galleries, and written content from every corner of the state. And finally, join Idaho Sports Nation on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Watch Prepcasts, get updates, breaking news, pictures, and more. Idaho Sports has Idaho high school football covered all season long.
Was there a penalty? Must have been a penalty.
Oh. I totally missed a flag.
I did too.
4th and 9 now, 4th and 8.
Probably, maybe a delay of game?
Maybe. Yeah, I didn't even see the flag. Twins high, twins low. Cordero in the backfield, runner to his right. Cordero steps up in the pocket, has time, unloads downfield, has a man open. Great catch going up and getting that. Number 14, Mason Phillips.
Boy, Phillips kept working across the field. Brokaw, so quick, actually too quick for Middleton, got outfield. And Cordero evaded him. Nice throw on the run, just went with him, lofted it up there. Huge, massive conversion on 4th down. They needed that, trailing this game by 1,000,000 points, which is 1 point here in this game.
Yeah. 9:50 left to go in the ball game. 7-6 Middleton over Madison right now, but Madison driving 1st and 10 from the Middleton 15-yard line. Cordero all alone in the backfield. Now here comes Hammond. He's going to get the handoff. Looking right side. Nice defense there, but can't bring him down initially. Still can't bring him down. And finally, 3rd attempt pays off. It's going to be a loss of 5.
Boy, he's wiry, isn't he? I mean, he's slippery. He gets out of it and runs. He's done that a couple of times, just keeps the feet pumping, the legs pumping, and get it out of it. Reverse fill, and I thought, boy, if he picked up one block, he had a chance to come back the other direction. But you saw the speed, and that's kind of what Middleton's designed for in terms of their defense. Mitigate you up front, kind of cause some chaos, but let those linebackers / safeties come in and fill. And so laterally, very difficult to run sideline to sideline on this Middleton defense. The success they've had running the ball has been between the tackles.
Yeah. Absolutely. So 2nd and 15. Cordero alone in the backfield. Time to throw. Looks deep. Has a man. Incomplete. Came down with it, but out of bounds. Did the defender. So 3rd and 15.
50-50 ball, and Hubbard played that one perfectly for Middleton.
Yeah.
Undercut the receiver. He has every right to the ball, and he was actually in better position to make the catch than the Madison player.
Number 80.
That was 88? Yeah, that's Bram Thompson, the receiver. That's right.
So a big 3rd down here. 3rd and 15 from the Middleton 20-yard line.
Boy, after that initial drive, and you can see Middleton's taken Madison out of the rhythm, and they did have that big 4th down completion, but that was on a scramble drill. But outside of that, really disrupted them.
Cordero drops back. Same play as last time. Nice defense, broken up right as the ball was falling into the receiver's arms. Great job there.
Hubbard playing the ball hawk on that one. Came at the very end and just made the right move, undercut it, knocked the ball away. And we had that angle. I mean, we saw the receiver.
Yeah.
The ball looked like it was going to be laid right in the breadbasket. And Hubbard just came away with it. Now, here we go. Chance to take the lead. What is this, field goal attempt number 4?
Yes, it is. And it's going to be a 37-yard kick. Doesn't have the leg.
No good. Wide right.
So another miss.
Yeah, that's cramp. 2-2.
2-all on the cramps.
Yeah, or 2-all. Except this one's hobbling to the side, and that's McIntosh, Kyston McIntosh. He's saying, hey, let's play some football.
So a chance to take the lead, goes wide right.
Big stop for Middleton. Madison just not in rhythm after that first drive, and you can see it. Not doing the things that got him there, which was quarterback keeper, running between the tackles, mixing up the blocking scheme up front, and hand it to Middleton, making that adjustment on defense.
Now Middleton going to see how much time they can take off the clock.
This is the 8-minute drive. This is the clock-killing drive. No, I don't know, but.
Well, here's the first run. As Perez slips down as he tries to make a cut inside, he's going to lose 2 on the play. He's actually going to lose 3.
You know, it gets to a point where you say, we've run this play so many times and it hasn't worked.
Yes.
And but there also is a point too where you say, well, we only have so many plays we can run, so we gotta make a choice of what we're going to do here, and maybe make something up in the middle of it. And maybe that's a sketchbook on the sideline saying, okay, you guys block everybody in front of you, and we're just going to kind of go here.
But you don't want to go 3 and out too quickly here. Here's the pass. A little crossing pattern. Complete to Carvajal.
Carvajal
picks
running
up 6 yards.
Yeah, ran the slant route. I like that. It's an easy pass. Put you at least within striking range of a first down here. Carvajal, I mean, that was a safe pass. Jumps in there unless you're the Patriots in the Super Bowl versus the Seahawks, and then you jump into the Butler at the 2-yard line, but the goal line.
There's the snap. Hoffman looking far sideline. They're going to call that a catch.
Hey, caught it.
They are. Great catch there by Stike.
What's crazy is he threw that ball probably 35, 40 yards to gain 4 yards. And a young quarterback, tough to do.
It worked. 7 minutes left to go in the ball game. And Middleton on the move. There's the handoff, and again, all it does is go backwards 3 yards.
At some point, you gotta stop. You gotta think about not running it on first down. You gotta think about it. I mean, because now you're putting yourself in a hole. At least if it's an incomplete pass. I mean, obviously it stops the clock, but it doesn't move you backwards.
So it'll be 2nd and 12 now for the Vikings. We approach the 6.5-minute mark left to go in the ball game. Hoffman drops back. And a short catch there by Carvajal just across the 30 to the 32-yard line. So pickup of 2 on the play, 3rd and 8.
It was a pretty ball. He didn't hit the receiver right in stride. The goal on that was to be able to hit him on the out route and have him turn upfield for some yardage. I mean, yes, positive yardage, clock keeps ticking. I almost like that better than a run play. I mean, that's just a long run play at this point.
Positive yards. See what they can do here on 3rd and long. We haven't seen Boffman complete many passes downfield, but if this drive is going to stay alive, he's going to have to do it here. 2 receivers high, 1 low, man in motion. Make it trips high. Boffman drops back. Looks deep, has a man. Oh! Some incidental contact there. Carvajal was going to make the adjustment on that, I think, and was going to catch that and go to the house.
Yeah, I don't even think there was contact. I think Carvajal got tackled. Yeah, tackled what he did as he was looking back, got his own feet twisted, and he knew it too. He put his hands up to his head and said, dang it, I almost had that. When that ball was released, I didn't think there was a chance. I didn't think he was going to get under it. Kind of a duck up there, but he put it the right spot. Carvajal, typically a very sure-handed receiver, just was not able to get to it.
Just got his feet in his way. Here on the kick is Mortensen, as Middleton was trying to play 11-man football with just 10. Here comes 11.
There we go.
Now we're good. Mortensen rolls near side and gets away a high punt that's not going to go very deep, but gets a nice Middleton bounce inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, they'll take it. Not a thing of beauty, but they'll take it. Bit of a rugby punt, as they roll out to the side. Now remember, he had the fake punt in the first half, laid the wood as he came around the corner, fought his way for the first down, but with clinging to this 1-point lead, I don't think you're going to see that happen again.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, Bobcats, 5:15 left to go. Both teams with a full complement of timeouts if it gets there.
Looking at this 6A classification now, both these teams thinking they're legit playoff teams, and both of them kind of need to figure out a little bit more on offense if they're going to do that. They're going to be any kind of threat.
Yeah. Summers with the first down carry. Picks up maybe a yard on the play. 2nd and 9.
And I don't doubt it. I mean, both of them are skilled. You can see it. They have the size, the athleticism to do that. We're just not seeing the execution. And Boffman right now, we can see a bit of the youth on that side. But as the season develops and goes on, you're going to see him continue to get better. And could be good. He has a chance to be really good for this Viking football team. Cordero on the other side, we see him, if he can continue developing and using his legs, even out of the spread formation.
There's a snap. Cordero drops back and then tucks it. He's going to pick up about 6 yards on the carry. Brings up a 3rd and 7, or 3rd and 3, excuse me.
And Cordero, a senior, trying to will his team to victory, going down 1-2. Now again, less impactful. What does it do? It shows you what's out there across the state in terms of talent and how you match up, but it's going to be that Eastern Idaho battle. Rigby and Madison, always a good one, and that's what they're looking for. Oh, Drew Holman.
Summers picks up maybe a yard. Nice job by Holman to get him down.
Drew Holman read that one inside like a good middle linebacker should. Good wrap-up tackle.
So 4th and 2. And Madison, I think, has to go for it.
Got to go with this clock.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah. Madison's a first down and a big play away. They need a big play. Got to get the first down here, but you've got to get a big play.
We'll see what the coaching staff for the Bobcats has drawn up. 2 receivers high, 1 low. Cordero under center. He's just going to lower his shoulder. It's going to be close.
I don't think
he made it.
No, he didn't get it. They went for
the official on the near side has him marked at the 39, and that would be what he needs to get.
It looked like a Jalen Hurst tush push.
Yeah.
And he came off the left side.
They're going to measure.
That's the big side of the ball. I mean, that's a big offensive line. Got behind him, and they think they have it. Madison does. Of course, Middleton doesn't.
Well, we're about to settle that debate right now.
Right now, and tell you what, if we had the digital marker like the NFL, we still wouldn't know.
We'd still be as confused.
And then please do not enter onto the field after the game as well.
Still wouldn't know. So here comes the chain gang.
What do we got here?
Move out of the way, 5. There you go.
We have people broadcasting up here. I think they got it.
Oh, if
they
did, it's by a nose. Oh, come on, 5.
Come on. DJ, get out of the way. Got it.
Oh, and got it by just half a football.
You know, I actually agree with that spot, and it's tough to do. It's tough for me to agree with a lot of things with officials because it's kind of like, anti-establishment. That's right. Just kidding. I love you guys, officials. But I think they got the right spot on that. I do, because when he came off that left side, he was leaning into it, and boy, that's such a tough play to defend on a yard. You got to get low as a defensive lineman. You got to knock those guys down, and then it's basically got to cause a log jam. Pile them up.
So 1st and 10 now. Cordero alone in the backfield. He's going to just run it, looking for some space. Finds a little bit of room, still on his feet, looking for the edge. And he's going to pick up 11 yards on the play. 1st down, Bobcats.
Well, we talked about it too, right? Between the tackles, that's where they've had success. And those big old boys paving the way, and he didn't get touched. He just kind of rode their back, and broke an easy 1st down run, and he didn't do a lot there.
2.5 to go. 49-yard line of the Bobcats is where the ball is.
You know this is going to come down to a field goal attempt.
Yep. I'm going to mark the time for our play of the game.
So it's either going to be, one of 3 things is going to happen. He's going to, 4. Going to miss it, going to have it blocked, or is going to make it. And the 4th would be some kind of miraculous tip ball, pickup, advance, fumble, some kind of wild play.
Cordero drops back, has time, looking deep, has a man, underthrows it, nearly intercepted.
Well, I tell you, defensive player of the game so far has got to be Hubbard. He has the touchdown too, and he's done a phenomenal job of just running with these receivers. He's almost baiting the quarterback at this point, and Cordero picks his man right there. It picks his man before, watches him the whole time. It's man coverage, and Hubbard just runs underneath it, knocks it down again. Hey, by the way, that's 3-2. Madison's up on cramps.
Yep, saw him hobble off to the sideline. 1:54 left to go, 2nd and 10. Madison needs some yardage here. They're going to try that field goal we were talking about. Here's the pitch to Summers. Summers looking for the edge. He is not going to get it, and he stays in bounds. Pick up a 3 on the play.
Drew Holman, 6'2", 220. Boy, he runs well, sideline to sideline. He's a college baseball player, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets pursued for some football. Brother playing football at the next level, I guess. And doing just such a good job from the middle linebacker spot. You saw him square him up and chase him down. Summers has some speed, too. He's been a good back for him.
So 3rd and 7 to go. This could be the ball game. Cordero just takes the snap, and he's going to run it. He's going to pick up about 3 yards to make it 4th and 3. A quick timeout taken by Madison.
Ball game.
104 left, yep.
Ball game right here. If Middleton can come up with one more stop, this ball game's over. And I'm telling you, that Madison offensive line is good.
Yeah.
They've done a good job so far. They're better run blockers than, say, pass blockers, but I think that's by design. And obviously play calling affects that as well. But this is a good offensive line. But is it good enough to give them 3 yards?
Well, is it good enough to give them 3 yards plus probably another, 25 before they can try for the kick?
Right, and with $1.04 left.
Yeah, this is going to come right down to it. I mean, this play here is the ball game.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make it, then Madison's on the bus for the long ride home with the loss.
Yeah, and we busted out, we mapped it out, and it is 5 hours. So it's going to be 5 hours back home.
At least. So Cordero is going to step into the shotgun. Summers is going to be to his right. There are 2 receivers high. There is a lone receiver low, and there's going to be a timeout taken on the field.
It's going to be Middleton talking it over. Yeah. Going to talk it over. You saw the formation. Shouldn't come as a surprise, and honestly, it's got to play disciplined defense if you're the defensive backs, but just expect Cordero. It's going to be a design run to one side or the other. If it's me, I'm design run right up the middle. We got to get some explosiveness.
Well, do you have what it takes to be a power booster for your school on IdahoSports.com? Power boosters are a great way for you and your business to be seen by tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of current and potential clients and customers. And the best part? It's 100% tax deductible. Email sales@IdahoSports.com to find out more about how you can become a power booster on IdahoSports.com. If you just want to advertise with IdahoSports.com and not be a power booster, you can do that too. Email sales@IdahoSports.com. All sorts of opportunities to get involved with your local high school. Here we go, 4th and 3. And Middleton is getting loud. There's the snap. Cordero drops back, has time, looks across the middle, has a receiver open. That's 32 Hammond. Hammond down to the 22-yard line. First down, Madison. 57 seconds to go. What a gutsy call right there.
Gutsy call. Boy, they attacked the middle of the field, too. We talked about both teams needing to do that, and they picked up the 25 yards, too, that you talked about. Put them in now. They're in field goal range.
That'll just be a matter of where Stoddard wants the ball if they can't score the touchdown, but here comes the flag. False start. That's going to back them up 5. That hurts.
Brock Hammond, he ran a delayed route that time, and they waited for the defensive backs to clear, and he came underneath, came wide open. Again, that was a design. It was a very well-designed play. Run everybody deep, run him under, let him clear the defense as they were running that man-to-man defense, and then as he broke, he put the defender on his hip. Easy throw by Cordero. Just threw it in there, nice and easy. Like we talked about his release, clear passing lanes, and it was big offensive line all day to throw the ball.
30 seconds to go. Cordero drops back, looking deep again, into traffic, incomplete. 2nd and 15 with 29 seconds to go on the clock. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining.
And they've run that play 3 times now, all to the same direction. Hubbard, it's been the same outcome every single time.
With the same defender playing fantastic defense.
Hubbard playing it under, and Isaac Lowe playing it over. Lowe playing the safety on that side. That's very disciplined football from the defensive backfield.
So 2nd and 15, Cordero all alone in the backfield. Let's see if he just tucks it and runs. No, he's looking to pass. Still looking to pass. Woo-hoo. Nearly throws an interception on the far sideline.
Weirdest RPO I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a designed run through. I mean, it was an option. It was a run pass option, and Cordero takes a jab step, and maybe I'll run it, but then when the defender came up to stop the hole, he dances backwards, and his offensive line held. They didn't go upfield. I mean, they just held. They did their thing. They held their blocks.
Without holding their blocks?
Without holding,
yeah.
They maintained. There we go, maintained their blocks.
20 seconds to go, 3rd and 15. I think Madison needs to pick up some yardage here for field goal range. Going downfield for the whole thing, incomplete, no flags.
Got to kick it.
Absolutely.
You got no other choice. You have no other choice at this point. You got to bring him out. Knew it would come down to a field goal attempt. We called it from the beginning of this drive. Boy, talk about a methodical game.
We'll see a timeout here from Middleton, I imagine. Here's the ball game. It's going to be no, they're not going to kick. Oh, they are.
Yeah, they are.
It's going to be a 44-yard field goal attempt for Stoddard. And here comes the timeout taken by Middleton. 44-yard kick.
Listen, Madison was lucky they took the timeout there. They were in such disarray trying to get the field goal unit on there and spotted up to kick the field goal. It was going to be a delay of game.
Yeah.
So Middleton bails him out, gives him a chance for a storybook ending here.
You know, for not very much offense, this has been a pretty good, decent ball game. I mean, coming right down to it.
Yeah, well, you couldn't ask for any. If you're going to have this low scoring in a game, might as well have it end like this.
And on one of the last plays. I mean, 15 seconds left.
Boy, it's been wild.
Middleton will have 2 timeouts left if the kick is good.
2 teams looking like heavyweights.
So again, a 44-yard kick coming up.
2 teams looking like heavyweights trying to finish this thing. They're going to use both timeouts here. Yeah, they're going to use both timeouts. I think Coach Brock knows it doesn't matter. He makes it, who cares? Yeah. There's only 10 seconds left.
Holy cow.
Yeah, but fun, right? Like this is why you play the game. Comes down to this.
And this was after a heartbreaking loss last week to Hillcrest.
Yeah.
1 point loss. Here they are trailing again by 1 point with a chance to win it.
I tell you, they have the makings of a really good football team, and if they can just piece together a couple of more plays and consecutive plays, I think you'll see this Madison team really shine.
So here's Stoddard, everything on his right foot. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is gonna be good. Stoddard from 44 yards, 10 seconds left. No flags on the play.
Holy cow, Stoddard steps up, attempt number 5, and he knocks it through. And we saw that all night long. I mean, he duffed one of them. He had one of them that was short, and he showed that big leg and just put it through. Talk about a heartbreaking and devastating loss. 3 field goals, and you're going to lose? If you're Middleton, you're thinking you have this. If you can hold a team to 3 field goals offensively, you would imagine you'd be able to put some plays together, be able to score a touchdown. But no offensive points for this Middleton team. All came off of, special teams.
Special teams, yeah. That 70-yard punt return in the 3rd quarter from Hubbard.
And I'll tell you, this could be one of those season-defining wins for Madison. You go down 1-2 on the season, and 2 heartbreaking losses, potentially not now, but 2 heartbreaking losses. Although there is a kick return.
There is a kick return.
2 heartbreaking losses to a really good Hillcrest team and a really good Middleton team. I mean, they showed up and they play, but could have been devastating for the season for Madison. As is, they turn it around, potentially picking up a big win in Western Idaho.
So 10 seconds left.
Is your voice anything left?
Voice. There's the kick. It's going to be fielded at the 2, to the 10, 15, cutting it back to the 25. Trying to pitch it and turns it over. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be your ball game, your final from Middleton High School. The Madison Bobcats come in and pull out a victory 9-7 over the Middleton Vikings. What an incredible game.
Incredible game for a game that on the surface, I would say it wasn't a very sexy game, not a super attractive game, but in terms of a good football game and just playing good football, both sides, not an offensive touchdown. In fact, no points were scored by any offense in this game, all special teams points. Matter of fact, the field goal, right? All came off of field goals because the touchdown was scored by a returned field goal for a touchdown. So
what a fun game.
What a fun game.
Well, we're going to step aside. We're going to pay a couple bills real quick. We'll be right back to wrap things up, including presenting our player of the game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back on IdahoSports.com.
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
Welcome back to Middleton High School, where we just had an amazing ending to a pretty good ball game, especially if you like special teams. Brayson Stoddard ended it with a 44-yard field goal, 10 seconds left to go. Madison 9, Middleton 7. Just one last thing to do, and that's present our IdahoSports.com player of the game. And that is going to be
Brayson Stoddard. Brayson Stoddard. Too many E's in there, yeah. He theoretically scored all the points in the games, kicked 3 field goals, and then also had the field goal that was returned for the touchdown. So moral of the story is but he was on there. I think he was 3 for 5 on the night in terms of field goal. Big leg, showed it off, but also came up short on a couple of them that was very uncharacteristic, very sure-footed, but he connected.
When it mattered the most.
Well,
today's player of the game was brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game. Whether you're on the field or the road, be in the moment and free from distractions. This has been an IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of Treasure Valley Game Night. Coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Valleywide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Ideal, Idaho's College Savings Program, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, as well as our power boosters, Flam Funeral Home, Grand Peaks Medical, Pharmacy, Dental, and Behavioral Health, ProPete, The Roof Resource, Taylor Chevrolet, Teton Toyota, and Teton Volkswagen. And for Middleton, Overhead Door Company, Big Insurance, Meridian Plumbing, and the College of Western Idaho. Special thanks to Athletic Director Andy Ankeny and everybody here at Middleton High School for their hospitality and help in getting this game broadcast to you. Congratulations again to our IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, Brayson Stoddard. 3 field goals when it mattered the most. Thanks again for joining us as the Madison Bobcats defeat the Middleton Vikings by a final score of 9-7. My broadcast partner Ryan Luke and everyone here behind the scenes at IdahoSports.com, I'm Clay Hatfield. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on IdahoSports.com.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com Game Streams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the